Hey, Bastish here for 64K and welcome to another episode of New Retro. And if you've never watched this show before, we take a look at a new game released on a retro system, and of course the game that might have inspired it. And today's games are...
Lock and Chase was originally released in the arcades in 1981 by Data East, and a new version of the game has been released on the Commodore 64 by LC Games in 2024. Welcome to New Retro episode number 38.
So let's first check out the original game.
Lock and Chase was released in 1981 by Data East, a maze-gobbler style game much in the mold of Pac-Man. It was released on Data East Deco cassette system, which was introduced in 1980, an arcade designed to be used with cassette tapes, making cabinets interchangeable by simply loading a new cassette into memory. Many fantastic games hit the arcades running off the Deco, from Burger Time to Burning Rubber. Lock and Chase puts you in the role of a thief that has to rob each maze of all its coins, and then make his quick exit while avoiding the constant threat of the police. Bonus treasures appear in the middle of the maze, much like Pac-Man. Collecting them gains you extra cash. Your only real defense from the police is being able to shut doors behind yourself to temporarily slow them down. Only two can be used at a time though, with a time delay needed before you can use them again. Therefore, dodging is your main defense. It's a fun variation on something familiar, and it really doesn't try to hide its inspiration very well. From the similar sounding sound effects, all the cops having cute little names, the intermission screens, and just plain vibe of the game is Pac-Man through and through. It still proved to be a pretty popular game upon release in both the US and Japan, and got some decent ports to home systems such as the Intellivision, the 2600, and even the Game Boy.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
And now let's check out the new C64 version.
LC Games is back with another early 80s arcade hit, Lock and Chase by Data East, getting its first appearance on the Commodore 64 in 2024. Luca Caminardi of LC has delivered quite a few excellent arcade ports recently. Check out his Dig Dug Revival, Bagman Strikes Back, and Tutankhamun, to name a few. Lock and Chase is another excellent execution by this master of classic arcade conversions. Unlike some of his other recent conversions, this one is more of a straightforward port of the Data East original and not a remix. It does, however, sport a few basic extras, like multiple difficulty settings and high score saving. The game itself is almost a carbon copy of the arcade, with detailed but still very simple graphics design that captures the arcade look pretty well and does a very good job of imitating the arcade's Pac-Man sound, but still feels like a SID sound in other areas. This game is essentially a high score chaser to see how long you can last and rack up that cash for bragging rights, and is the perfect little palate cleanser of a game to throw on for 5 minutes at any time to see how far you can take it. Gameplay wise, it's exactly like the arcade. Go around the maze, collect as much cash and bonuses as possible, and then make your quick exit as soon as you've cleared everything. It's very easy to handle and is very responsive, making it a joy to play. Its simple gameplay of just collecting everything and using your doorstops to delay the cops is basic, but ultimately quite satisfying. As per usual, Luco is a one-man show on this production, doing everything from programming, graphics and sound, and manages to pull off everything quite impressively. The game is also free or name your own price, and is both NTSC and PAL compatible. It's another great little arcade gem added to the C64's massive library of games.
So please check out the link in the video description to download this new retro game. And thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K. I hope you had a good time. And if you can, please like and subscribe. They'll be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.